Hey there, here's a TDM match on Gulf of Oman. I have to say, I have never played TDM on this map. This is one of my favorite maps to play Conquest on. This is just an old, great map from Battlefield 2. A fan favorite, a map that a lot of people wonder if it's going to be in Battlefield 4. I love this map, but yeah, for me, probably it could be in Battlefield 4. But since it's already been recycled for Battlefield 3, I don't know if they should recycle it again. We'll see what they're deciding, but this is definitely one of the most popular maps, and that's why they did recycle it for Battlefield 3. It is a really great map here. We're only playing on a really, really small part in downtown, which is a great area. There's a lot of little houses with, 2 stories. And we're going here against a really strong team. My team is really good too, but the other team is really good. So we're trying to take advantage of the roofs. And as you can see, the enemy team is also thinking about the same thing. So they are definitely all in the houses and on top of the houses, trying to get an advantage over us. So we just basically have to play their game. I'm usually someone who likes to sit in the houses, but in order for us to have a chance, we have to actually get those guys off the roofs here. As you can see, they're up with crossbows and snipers and throw grenades down and all that stuff. So I'm basically just saying, hey, it's fun. I'll do something else for once. I'm just gonna play their game. I'm gonna sit here, have my little claymores on the stairs as a safety, and I'm gonna see how many I can take out of those guys. As you can see, when you're up higher up, you definitely have an advantage. And this was just such a fun match that I decided to keep this recording and use it on my YouTube channel, just because I sometimes like to rewatch those kind of matches myself. I did cut out the kill cams here again, just to kind of keep it shorter, and a couple of scenes where nothing happened. But other than that, there was actually non-stop action in this match. And you probably noticed that I've been posting a lot of TDMs lately. Battlefield is not really a game that's known for TDM, and that's not really a game that's made for TDM. But, if a game has been out for 2 years and you basically played nothing but Conquest and Capture the Flag and a little bit of Rush, you kind of start thinking about, playing other game modes. And I did play a lot of Scavenger too. And so now I'm just, having a little fun with Team Deathmatch. And it's kind of cool because the maps that you're used to being humongously, all of a sudden you're confined to this small zone, and it's always fun to see how DICE confine the area for TDMs and see how far you can go. And there's a lot of sneaky areas where you can flank around that you have to discover first. You just hang in there and enjoy this match with me a little bit. To something else, I'm not somebody who likes to go to movie theaters. I have not gone to movie theaters until, I think the first time I ever went to a movie theater, I was 18. And the first movie I've ever seen in a movie theater was Terminator. And that was a really awesome experience. And I did not go to the movie theater so much because for my family, movie theaters were always something that was too expensive. And in Europe, it was a little different than here. The movie theaters are not as much fun. Basically, you watch a movie and then halfway through there is a break and everybody runs out to get ice cream and stuff like that. And then you wait until the movie comes out on again. And I think the break is 20 minutes to half an hour. So that to me was something that I was always very used to when I came to the States. For the first time, went to a movie theater, I was like, oh my God, I can't sit anymore. It's give me a break here. And everyone was laughing at me. They're like, why would you want to have a break in the middle of a movie? And I'm like, because I'm used to, I love, I can't sit so long. And for me, even now, I do not like to go to regular movie theaters. I have my own movie theater at home. I love it. I have big screen, a movie theater chairs, and I can be cozy. I can get up whenever I want. I can take a break whenever I want. I can rewind my movie if I missed something. It's awesome. If I sit in a movie theater, I feel like sitting on a plane. It's like tight. People take my chair. Somebody's sitting in front of me with big hair. Somebody makes constant noise. It's just not a very pleasant experience. So whenever I'm asked to go to the movie theater, I'm like, nah, I'm okay, I pass. It's just, I come if you do something else. But, since I moved to Texas, I have now, discovered, thanks to a friend, I have discovered movie theaters where you can actually eat, and they have reclining chairs. So that's a whole other experience. So I feel like being at home and I'm getting served food and drinks while I watch a movie. Not only can you sit like in reclining chairs and you basically are being served food and drinks, but the screen is also way, way bigger than in a normal movie theater. So that's something that I think is really awesome, and I don't understand why they don't do it everywhere, because not only can they charge you for the movie, but they can also charge you for food and drink. So they can make way more money than, people are not, you're constantly complaining on how expensive that movie tickets are and that they're too expensive. And when you think about it, that a lot of times they don't even fill up the movie theater all the way, especially if a movie has been out for a while. They could make so much money if they would just, every movie theater would have reclining chairs, and every movie theater would be like a restaurant as a secondary business. So I don't know if that's going to be the future, or if it's always going to be like that only a few movie theaters are like that, and you can only do this in some states. So I don't know what your experience is, if you've ever been to one of those movie theaters where you can watch a movie and eat in a reclining chair. But it's totally awesome. So I have now something new that I will do once in a while. I will actually go to movie theaters again, something I haven't done in years because I have not been able to be comfortable. And I really look forward to, there's not a lot of movies that I feel are worth it to go and see in the movie theaters. A lot of movies, they're making a big fuss about. I watch them and I'm like, well, that was a waste of time. So, it depends on, everyone has different opinions about movies. There's very few really good movies. So the one I watched in this really awesome movie theater was The Heat. Don't know if you know about The Heat. I really suggest that movie. I don't watch a lot of comedies. Mostly when I watch movies, they're going to be dramas, action, thrillers, stuff like that. And that was a funny movie, and it was for once not a dumb movie. It was really well done. It was hilarious from the beginning to the end. Oops. I really tried to get away from that guy, and I got stuck on that stupid rubble. Isn't that annoying in this, Battlefield? I don't think this happened to me in Battlefield 2 as much as it does in Battlefield 3. I constantly get stuck on rubble. In the iffy situation, I get stuck, and if I would not be stuck, I would actually not die. I would probably even be able to get a kill, and it's like you're just stuck and then you're so completely helpless. It's like, you get stuck on some sticky gum that's on the street, you just can't move and you don't know how to get out of it. So that is totally annoying. I hope that they don't have that in Battlefield 4, because, it's somewhat realistic that you do trip over rubble and stuff. But, if you get stuck like this and you can't control your character to just kind of jump over it, you just literally just feel like you have iron boots on or something like that. And so that has killed me many times. That, along with the single bullet thing, are the two most annoying things in my opinion. So I really hope that's going to be different in Battlefield 4, and I'm very curious to see if it will. Oh wow, have you heard of the Call of Duty burnout? Did you know that that's actually something that I didn't make up, that actually exists? I thought that was something that I was just thinking about. I felt burnout. I have no interest in getting Call of Duty Ghosts, and I just literally don't have any interest anymore. I thought Black Ops was great Modern Warfare 3 was mediocre, and Black Ops 2 was just not good at all. It was just the same old, and the maps were just so cheesy and so boring that I stopped playing as soon as I reached the first prestige. So apparently all hardcore gamers are burned out with, or most hardcore gamers are burned out with Call of Duty, the Call of Duty series in general. The casual gamer will still be very interested in it. There's a lot of people that have never played Call of Duty before. They'll pick it up and they'll have a lot of fun. But everyone who has played it since Call of Duty 4 or even earlier is just done with it. And yeah, it's kind of interesting. I did not expect that, but I just recently found out that that's the case. There is a Call of Duty burnout. The game won't die quite yet, but it will be very interesting to see who sells more games, Battlefield 4 or Call of Duty Ghosts. And there is actually a lot of Call of Duty player who all of a sudden now think of switching to Battlefield. They were impressed by what they saw. And for a lot of them, it was the first time that they really saw how Battlefield works and what Battlefield can do. A lot of them have never played it before, and they never really got to see its full potential. And what we saw at the conference, the presentation, they really showed the ins and outs of Battlefield and how much fun that multiplayer is. And so a lot of newbies now are like, oh wow, I didn't know, that's really awesome. And of course everyone is into that, crashing that building, having that building come down. I don't understand that. It's kind of silly, because it's like, what's the big deal? I mean, the building comes down, buildings come down all the time in Battlefield, and yeah, that's a little bit of a bigger building, but it always falls the same way. You cannot influence the way it comes down. The rubble will always look the same, so it's very predictable. Oops, I just shot one of my own guys, and thank God you can't kill him. So anyway, would have had a PC guy. I'm shooting here in the bushes and I don't even get anything. Anyway, yeah, so we'll see what happens, but the big concern is now that what I've noticed yesterday, that there is some guys already with, doing noob tubing, and I assume those are just Battlefield guys who decided to check out Battlefield 3 before they get Battlefield 4. And that's a little bit of a concern for us Battlefield hardcore gamers, that a lot of Call of Duty games come in and they just, do that usual Call of Duty stuff. But we can only wait and see what happens. I'm definitely stoked. And we're ending this match now. Looks like we lost. But it was an awesome match. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Until next time. Bye.